All right, live from Hollywood, California. My name is Zach, and welcome to the hottest hour that you can actually have watching Rampage. This is the West Coast Pop watch along to AEW Rampage, and it involves you. We are very interactive during this stream. Thank you for joining me tonight, late on a Friday night, as Ant-Man finishes up. Ant-Man Quantumania is coming in like 2 weeks. Check out the card and what we're going to do tonight. We got The Elite versus Ethan Page, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy. I don't know what Cassidy did to Kenny Omega on Wednesday, but it was something. Swerve Strickland against Brian Pillman Jr. Roosh versus Christopher Daniels, and Saraya and Tony Storm will be in action. Also, during the commercial breaks, we are going to talk about DC, the James Gunn announcements and everything that comes with it. That's going to be a big topic that we're going to do later on tonight. We're also going to get your Vengeance Day picks. That happens tomorrow night, NXT Vengeance Day. And then if we have time, we will play some trivia. So Rampage is starting up right now. Thank you for joining. Let us know everything that's going on with you in the chats, in the comments. Rampage. This is Rampage. And I really thought we were going to get more of an update on Rampage, kind of like we did Dynamite, but it's here. Thank you for joining. Let's get cooking as JR. That beautiful voice from JR kicks us off on a Friday night. And the Elite are out first. All right. Still to come, still to come, still to come, still to come. And here we are. Let's check out the comments. Oh, so happy to have you in here. Carlito, I hope you're doing well. Hope the COVID didn't get you too bad. Usually when they announce one tag team, it's a jobber as a tag team. Yeah, one lazy. You have an angle that you could do multiple women stuff in on Dynamite and on Rampage, and it's just lazy, Carlito. Sitting out trivia in honor of the wrestling genius, Lanny Poffo. That is right. I forgot to put a slide. Thank you for reminding me, Carlito. I'll cut you into my next paycheck. Yeah, Lanny Poffo, Leaping Lanny Poffo, brother to Macho Man, has passed at a kind of young age too, late 60s. So Matt is here for trivia. We're going to have to find one because I didn't prepare any, but we'll see if we have time. The one noob is here as well. Welcome, everyone. Big match set for Elimination Chamber. I got some spoilers on SmackDown, so whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about. How was SmackDown 2? What grade do you give it? Kind of smart to start this match off because, again, this is taped right after Dynamite. And right now, let's do a quick moment of silence. There you go. All right, Carlito, you give SmackDown a 7.5 out of 10. Andrea, welcome to the stream. We are the West Coast Popcast, live from Hollywood, California. Sammy versus Roman is set for Elimination Chamber. All right, there we go. The ending segment of SmackDown was amazing. I cannot wait to watch it. Again, I watch it late here. It doesn't start up until after this is done. I'm watching the East Coast stream here of Rampage. Matt Hardy getting wrestling on TV, getting to wrestle on TV. Every week he teases the broken gimmick. Please just do it already. All right, news and rumors, one commercial break. Then we're going to talk your Vengeance Day picks. I want to know. That's tomorrow night. And then we're talking everything that was revealed with James Gunn in DC and their intertwining TV, movie, and video game universe. And then if we have time, I will find a trivia for us to do. I do have a DC one on deck we can do. Matt Hardy going up to the top. Man, don't do it, Matt. I love Matt Hardy, but he ain't got it like he used to. The refs in AEW. Let me just say, during the Moxley Hangman match, why was there even a ref out except for the finish? They were outside of the ring for like 3 minutes, let alone 10 seconds. Oh, okay. The Elite and Top Flight and AR Fox. That'll be good. The Gun for the Acclaims. Billy Gunn cannot do another turn. That'll be his third turn with the same team. MJF and Takeshka. I'll get it right. I promise. Oh, man. Oh, we're going to talk some Ring of Honor, too. If you're wondering about Ring of Honor and the Honor Club, we're going to talk about that in news and rumors. Some new stuff revealed about that. Of course, the week wouldn't be complete without a new lawsuit against Vince McMahon. Cassidy's swimming in the air. That's kind of funny. Getting rocked. Are you ordering Revolution? Let me know in the comments if you are. I don't know if I'm going to be able to drop that money. And if you like The Last of Us, catch us again. We're going to try to do it again on Monday. Knock and I are going through every episode so far. We're going to try to do it again this Monday. Braun and Ricochet vs. Imperium was good. Women's matches were Charlotte vs. Sonya wasn't good. That sucks. I was really looking forward to that. I did not watch it yet, Noob. That's tonight after SmackDown. Actually, it's tomorrow night because I don't have wrestling tomorrow night. Did you like it, Noob? Did you give me your input on there? I'd love to pick your brain on that. Don't do it, Carlito. We'll bring this up on the show when we talk about Dynamite. Did you see the cameras cut directly onto Moxley as he bladed? He took it out and bladed right on TV. We're going to talk about Dynamite a lot. But I do want to talk about Power on Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Eric, Knock, and myself bringing you the live episode. At least there are 2 women's matches on. That's true. And NXT is really women heavy, so that's good. Charlotte vs. Sonya was nothing special. Fatal 4-way for the women's match was boring. They need to amp that up. They have such good women's wrestlers. Can I just ask one question? Did Nia Jax appear on SmackDown? All right, our first commercial break, 60 seconds. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. Are you going to have a fun weekend? Are you going to go check out a new movie? You can go check out a concert. Let me know. Oh, thank goodness Nia Jax did not show up on SmackDown. Thank you, Carlito. Here in Hollywood, it is... It won't load for me. It's cold, though. It's like 60-something here. Yeah, certain things you got to just keep off TV. Get your DC comments ready. We're going to talk a lot about that. We had 2 jobbers on Dynamite. I'm going to really talk about the Acclaimed rap on Dynamite. Stupid thing to say, especially when you're the Acclaim. But jobbers there and jobbers tonight, as Carlito pointed out, that's a lot of jobbers when you got a big-ass roster. Even if they're ROH people that are back there just hanging out, use them on here. You don't need to make a big ROH match. Just have them wrestle here in AEW. All right. Matt Hardy. Back to the action here. Brilliant! Verizon is done. Ooh. Ethan Page needs a push, man. Ethan Page needs something. That TNT Championship, great match. I love the match. Where is that belt going? I don't want it to be 24/7 championship, you know? And Jade, you have a superstar in Jade Cargill. You put on her 50th win against Red Velvet, with barely any build. At the same time, you put every single one women's match that you have on Dynamite. Very disheartened with that. There you go. You got your Paul Heyman. Oh man, we're gonna show the new shirt for Roman Reigns in news and rumors during the next commercial break. I like it, but it just adds fuel to the what's going on with the bloodline situation. Ethan Page versus Matt Hardy at Revolution. I do assume that would happen based on what's going on here. I think he's just going to break. Ethan Page is going to break him, and Matt Hardy will go back to the broken character. And I didn't buy that. Like, it didn't, like how he explains how it doesn't work sometimes. Like, you can make it work. He made it work on like indies. Like, you got a budget to use. Kenny Omega, man, glad he's back. Even if it's in a match that I know how it's going to end, or I assume how it's going to end, Kenny Omega just has this presence. One of those new cams. That'd be a good shot if they just panned out more because the action is fast in AEW. No Mountain Dew signs in sight. I love it. But bad news is coming to WrestleMania. We'll talk about that in news and rumors. Jade Cargill needs to go to WWE, dominate NXT for a year, then move her to the main roster. Triple H will make her a megastar. I 100% agree with you, Matt. Here's the issue. Jade Cargill does stuff away from wrestling. She does bodybuilding stuff, and she's a mom. So I think the AEW schedule is like perfect for her. I don't think we'd see her in WWE for a while, and I think that's why she turned them down. Oh, do we need a contract signing? Matt can sign Carlito as his manager. I think Carlito would work better as a manager than some of the managers we have in AEW. Prince and Nana kind of works. They just don't give him enough screen time. And Stokely is too focused on his zingers rather than like pumping up his athletes. They are good zingers though, so I'm fine with it. Ooh, a potential title win. At some point, I'm gonna have to get up and get the belt because the one thing I forgot. Look at this. It is signed and delivered. It is a deal. Hijinks already in the chats. Thank you all for joining me on a Friday night. Spend your time with us. Subscribe if you haven't already. We do a lot of fun stuff. Again, Last of Us reviews. Knock and I are just loving that show. Eric, when he's free, he'll just pop on and do something. And of course, the Sunday show. And of course, the 4-hour marathon show. Thank you for everyone who joined us during the Royal Rumble and our episode last week. There's like 20 people yelling, "This is awesome." This is the problem with filming Rampage right after Dynamite, and as Knock found out from going to Dynamite here in LA a couple weeks ago. All right, now it's picking up. They also filmed dark stuff in between there. So by the time he got to Rampage, he already sat through about 3 hours of wrestling. It's the acknowledgement. I'm excited to talk DC with you guys. I'm 50-50 on it. I will go into some things that I do not like about it too, and reasons I'm not as excited as I thought I would be, but also some reasons why I'm excited. So the Gunnerverse, the Gunverse is upon us. Gunner, I'm thinking of Matthew Gunner from Nelson. After the Rain. You know, it might be that thing where I don't think in AEW they do this, but in WWE, you know, when older vets would do that, not Bob Holly someone, but give them certain like stiff moves just so they can feel it. Not as like an FU, but more so as like this is going to happen from time to time. Get used to it. Brian Cage's birthday was recently, and now with his contract being up or coming up, Tony Khan is kind of like pushing him more. Do you think he should stay? He does have an ROH belt. Do you think like if Tony kind of wised up, or do you think he'll just go back to Brian Cage we don't see anymore and get squashed after he signs a new contract? I love watching Rampage with you guys, but they're not changing belts on Rampage. Nice. He's so good. I still blame everyone for that scrum thing. The Elite and Punk and the dude, the fucked up face that hangs around Punk. Nice. Um, I'm glad Isaiah Cassidy's out here just doing something and like a good match too. He's getting some shine. Matt Hardy checking on Ethan Page. Maybe there's not tension. Maybe my booking's off. Don Callis is good on the stick, man. He does help a match. More SmackDown news. Roman versus Sammy at the Chamber. Let's effing go. You know, we called it. Oh, man. It seems like Cody winning at Mania is the obvious choice, but they could do something else. If you have any other suggestions, let us know. If Sammy takes a belt, they're still treating both titles as one, correct? So it's for the undisputed. There it is. The Elite win. Oh, they're using Wayward Son again? Maybe they're just using that when all three of them are doing it. I guess. I'm not a big fan of this song. I just heard it too much growing up, I guess. Crappy. What was it, Matt? WAPL. Play the same fucking songs every. Fuck, you know, if I would have read these beforehand, I wouldn't have got that. JD from versus Roman. How about JD versus Mouthwash? Would you drink in Guinness on a pole match? Ricky Starks. Yeah, neither one of you should. Like, I don't know. It's white. Speaking of Kenny Omega, I heard that his longtime tag team. Oh, we're going to talk about that in news and rumors and his match in GCW. As of now, no splitting the belts. Okay. This is a nice new look for Rampage for the interviews. They're using like their warehouse kind of format that they use for the builds that you can see in this. I am so not looking forward to. You're gonna fight Daddy Magic and the other fucking guy I can't remember. Like, and you're just doing this with Bryan Danielson. Like, I know it's a long-term one with Bryan Danielson, but all right, Swerve is going to win up next. Let's get to some news and rumors, and we are going. All right, no splitting the belts. Carlito is doing heel work. He's being a heel. Let me get that out there. The Kansas song doesn't fit them. Doesn't fit too much at all. So if you're just jumping in, Carlito's now Matthew's manager. That is where the heel work is coming from. Eric did some heel work during our live stream of the Rumble, and it was spectacular. All right, let me just find my slides here. I think I put on so many. All right, here it is. We called this last week, and now you guys are filling me in. Sammy versus Roman at Elimination Chamber. I'm excited. It'll be a good match. Batista wants to be inducted to the Hall of Fame this year. And if you're into Big Dave, go see him and Knock at the Cabin in theaters now. Save your family or save humanity. Make the choice. Well, humanity's doomed anyway. Not like they're going to be mad at you for letting everyone die. Fuck them. Let me know if you're going to see this. And if you go to this in the theater this weekend and watch this, afterwards, come back and leave me a comment and let me know if I should do the same or not. WrestleMania. Okay, so there's going to be another gimmick match at WrestleMania. What's his name who hinted at that and said that there will be for sure. Also noted that Cinnamon Toast Crunch is one of their main sponsors for WrestleMania, one of their like big three. There's going to be another gimmick match like the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is, there goes my light. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is rumored to be that match. Are you looking forward to this? What could they possibly do for a Cinnamon Toast Crunch match? As my set falls apart, but you can't see because of production. All right. God damn, man. I can't. This is the new shirt. I like this. Greatness Among You. The logo looked a little much like what are those Swiss Miss shoes? I can't remember. Cool. I like it. But again, it teases where is the rest of the bloodline. Now it's just kind of Roman, and Roman kind of looking how Cody looks in his suit. All men look the same in suits, so that's kind of why I hate wearing them. ROH is rumored now, not rumored, but the talent has been told that they will be filming TV time for ROH television on their streamer for $9.99 a month at the end of the month, and it's going to be enough footage to go up into Super Card of Honor Friday, March 31st. So they're pretty much going to film weeks of television for your $9.99 ROH subscription at the end of this month. But at least ROH television is here as much as it can be. Karrion Kross got his purple belt in jiu-jitsu. Good for him. Again, do stuff outside of wrestling. Use wrestling as your payday and your access to other stuff, but good for him. Here it is, Carnage. Kota Ibushi, a free agent, no longer with New Japan, is going to face Mike Bailey at Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 9 on March 30th. Like Carnage said, he's rumored to go to AEW now, so he could reunite with Kenny. Power slap. That's all I have for news and rumors. Again, last thing I want to talk about here, news and rumors. If you have anything, let me know. AEW is rumored to be starting their own streaming service through their parent company, Warner Brothers. So we'll see how that turns out. I think that's how they want to actually use ROH television, because Maria Kanellis trying to sell it to me for $9.99 on Twitter. That's not going to work for me. There's a commercial. All right, let me get to the chats while this is going on. You know what, Matt? I'm sorry, you got a heel manager. I hope you two lose tonight. So if the titles are still together, does this mean Cody is going to lose at Mania? Oh my God, if that happens. What would you think of that? Would you rather Cody win or Cody lose and just be surprised? Their ultimate plan was The Rock. And The Rock is supposedly making somewhat room for WrestleMania 40 now. Here we go. All right, and a pit of cereal for the Cinnamon Toast Crunch match. Huh. I could see that. Looks like drink every time JD gets mentioned on here. For Cinnamon Toast Crunch match, instead of throwing salt, you throw cinnamon in the guy's eyes. There it is. Call back to Mr. Fuji. Again, our condolences go out to the family of Lanny Poffo. Thank you for bringing that up, Carlito. All right, let me find Swerve versus Brian Pillman. I absolutely love Swerve so much, but man, those other two just aren't working for me. I can't grow hair. I can't. It's done. Mother Nature fucked me over. I'm done, Carlito. That joke means nothing to me. I'm bulletproof on bald jokes. Pop, pop. Like Superman, who we're going to talk about later. Swerve's house. Mogul affiliates. Let me know if this works for you. I hope you choke on an apple. I hope the apple you eat is like the apple the kid eats in the beginning of Halloween 2. Man, being a heel is kind of fun. Baby Brock is out. Everyone who faces him should call him Baby Brock. Everyone should. I guess Rollins versus Logan Paul, Cena versus Theory, and Ronda and Shayna challenging for the women's tag titles are supposedly locked in for Mania. Okay. Cena versus Theory, I'm a little iffy about. But then again, so now we'll talk about it with James Gunn and DC. There is no Peacemaker season 2. Thank God. They're going to be a part of Waller, so he will have more free time than previously expected. All right, Brian Pillman Jr. The Varsity Blondes are no more. I take it. Brian Pillman Jr. is really good. I hate everyone should go to WWE kind of thing, but he would fit really well in WWE in NXT. I think he'd get good. certain young people that are in AEW, I think, need the structure of NXT. If they stick around and go to the main roster, fine. But if they leave the main roster and go back to AEW, cool. I just think they need that teaching rather than on the indies where you're just very proud of what you do. Because you should be, but sometimes it doesn't work. But this guy doesn't work for me. I'm sorry, but just my thought on Brian Pillman. I think he needs that tightness on certain things and how to play to the camera. His dad was so fucking good. FYI, I'm kayfabe, so I'm a good guy in real life. But in fake wise, I'm a heel. I got you, Carlito. Last I remember you with the hair was when you're 18 or 19. That's pretty close to the end. You never know when something's going to leave. Enjoy it while you can. I'm excited for AEW streamer. If it's on HBO Max as one of those hubs like DC is, I'd be okay with that. I'm not going to pay for another streamer. And Netflix now is going to do the whole, like, if your device doesn't log into your home's Wi-Fi, it's gone. Like, you can't use your Netflix anymore. So password sharing's leaving. And then secondly, Netflix doing, I don't know, I just have issues with Netflix. Netflix putting out something that says like they're bullshit and that's for another 3 other countries, not America. Nah. I like Willie Mack, so there. All right, Professor Weasley, Hogwarts Legacy, Professor Brilliant. Let's get your Vengeance Day picks. That is tomorrow night. Let's get into the pay-per-view right now. Vengeance Day is tomorrow. Happy Vengeance Day, everyone. I hope you get vengeance on someone tomorrow. Let's go through the picks. Let's get this out of the way. Please, please, please take the belt off Braun Breaker. Please take it off Braun Breaker. Oh my God. I just can't. I like Grayson Waller, but I'm not like in love with Grayson Waller. Just give it to him. Just give it to him. I need a change. Let me know what you think for this match. Grayson Waller or Braun Breaker. Braun just needs something. Braun needs to go fishing with Apollo again. That's like one of the best things that he's done all year. Like his bro dates with Apollo were better than most of his title run. You say Braun. You say Grayson is not the guy. Man, Braun's just. You might like Mac, but we'll slip on it. You got a rapping manager. All right, all right. Who do you think should take it off him then? Look at this. Let me get rid of this. I got something more important to bring up right now. And that is the CEO, Eric.
Zach, I saw the views and I had to jump on like a leech, like a parasite. I need some views myself.
Oh, I can tell you're a true CEO for doing that. Eric, we are going through Vengeance Day. It takes place tomorrow night. It's a small card. It's NXT. Are you ready to go through the card and let us know what you think?
Oh, please let me know what's going on. What's going on in the world of white and gold?
Well, it's gonna whatever. Braun versus Grayson Waller. Matt says Waller's not the guy, and keep it on Braun. I'm sick of Braun. What do you think?
I think Braun he's overdue for a call up, but it's actually a weird time to do it. So unless he loses at Vengeance Day and then loses a rematch WrestleMania weekend, I think they're gonna call him up soon. So I think he's gonna lose.
Okay. Carlito agrees with Matt. Noob says, I don't know who's winning, but I'm sticking with Braun Breaker because Waller is an Australian Logan Paul. There you go. You already got one Logan Paul coming to Mania.
That's right.
Oh, I got to talk to you about something too. We'll hit it back up. Thinking Carmelo is the one. Yes. Real King of Fighters. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. My gosh. We're good, Real Kings. We're going through Vengeance Day. We're going to get back to the action. We're going to talk about James Gunn and DC. So get your comments on that ready. Yeah. All right. Wes Lee versus the straight-to-video villain of a Van Damme movie. Who do you think is going to win, Eric?
I don't know. Is in your eyes, is Wesley due for a call-up? Because, I mean...
No, he's actually doing pretty good on the mic and in the ring with his North American Championship. I'd say leave him there as a mainstay.
Yeah, because I don't think what's his name. It's not Dijakovic now. They changed it again.
I think it's just Dijak.
Awful. Yeah, I don't think he needs it. And he's had such a weird career. Honestly, I think he should leave WWE and just start over.
Right. This is so weird. That's a weird gimmick. I'm gonna say Wesley retains and Dijak just maybe beats him up afterwards, just so he doesn't look like an idiot.
Yeah,
or more like one.
I love Dijakovic. I'm not calling him that, but yeah, they've ruined his WWE career.
Yeah. All right, Real King says Grayson wins here. It's time for him and Braun to drop the belt. I agree, and it is a steel cage match. Matt says Wes Lee for the win. Real King says Dijak wins too. Okay. You mean the Punisher of wrestling, Dijaks? You got it. He is. He's like the Punisher who's scared to like kill someone. Mox is the Punisher of himself. Eric, I don't know if you caught Dynamite, but the camera was on Mox when he took it out and bladed himself.
I saw. You know how. I would love to think of the technical directors in the control room, like, hey, wait a second, what's Mox doing? Someone get this camera on him. And TJ's like, no, get off.
Rampage, we have Swerve just taking it to Brian Pillman Jr., who needs to just, I don't know, man. I think he should go to NXT.
I think he will. I think he's getting fed up with AEW, especially after they lost Julia Hart.
Yeah. Apollo versus Mello. I cannot see Mello losing.
No, not at all. Apollo knows what he's there to do.
Yeah, and he is doing good stuff. It's sometimes it's different, it's hit or miss, but he does have a mystery person coming to the ring to take care of Trick Williams. Will it be Commander Aziz back as a fisherman? We'll have to see.
It has to be. If it's not, it was a bad gimmick, but they need to own up to it.
Yeah, he has. He's done enough where like Waller made fun of him, and I think Mello did too. And he came back in a very good way. Like he ate it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Brian Pillman should go WWE. I agree, Noob. Noob, let us know how Power was. I will watch that tomorrow night, and we'll talk about it. Hayes for the win. Get your JD shit out of here, Carlito. What you drinking? Carmelo wins, and Apollo should find a tag partner and go after the tag titles. Hey, maybe that's why he brings someone tomorrow. That's a good point there, Real King.
Then, well, I don't know if you covered the tag match yet, but then if the New Day retains, do you just have two main roster tag teams fight over NFC title?
We didn't get there yet, but I don't think they're retaining.
Okay.
Apollo's a former. Yeah, he is. Apollo's really, really good in NXT.
Yeah, I forgot he was U.S. champion. Was that like it was a short run, right? I know IC champion was the Z stuff, but.
All right, Dustin saving Brian Pillman Jr. If new Brian Pillman's never on, yeah, that's right. Maybe losing hometown.
Yeah, with the weird reference to his mom and all that.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Women's tag match. I think Casey and Casey are retaining.
They promote them meh-ishly on social media. Like every now and then I'll see stuff with them, so I guess they're happy with them. And I haven't heard too much about this other tag team, so yeah, I'll go with Casey and Casey.
Okay, yeah, they have a storyline going on. House of Black on TV right now. They're carrying a mask that looked like Andrade's.
See, I'm so far behind you. I'm still
that's okay.
Parker beating up Brian.
Matt says Team KC wins. And did you guys see the gameplay for 2K23? I have not. Did you, Eric?
No, I didn't know that it came out yet. All I know is that my idol, my hero, my spiritual animal, my spiritual leader, John Cena, is the cover.
Shut up. Shut up. Ruin my stream. John Cena talk. I just found out Kiana is a sister. I didn't know. Sol Ruka is on there as well. Everyone's like, there's enough jokes on there. I'm not going to make one about that. But yeah, Sol Ruka on their Black History Month thing as well. It was fun. Okay. Power talk from Noob. Oh, go ahead.
From sorry, is this AEW Black History Month or WWE Black History?
I'm sorry, WWE.
All right, because I hate their Black History Month every damn year. It's just
oh, Eric, I didn't include the slides. I was going to bring it up on the show. We'll talk about it on the show. There's something out there on WWE Shop for a female African American athlete in WWE Shop. If you guys want to start look it up and put it in the chats, that's fine. I'm going to talk about Noob here, right? With Power. It was a fun watch. Excuse me. It was fun. The matches are fun, but the wedding segment is crazy. First Polo Del Mar object. I don't know what the fuck, Jax. Markova, speak up for Valentine. Okay, I'll watch it tomorrow. I swear I will. The wedding and the wrestling is a total headache. Oh, geez. I think Elba and Isla eventually get the take. That's what I think too. They're building them up. You miss Toxic. They're coming.
Yeah. 2/3 of them.
Yeah. All right. The tag match as Saraya and Toni Storm come out.
Oh, okay. This is actually I didn't get to see Saraya versus Britt Baker, so this is sadly the first time I've seen Saraya wrestle in her return.
Okay, this is her third one.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Chase you for the win on this one. Let us know in the chats who you think.
So do you think, I mean, in my world, the New Day never loses, so it's hard for me to go against them.
Mm-hmm.
Does Pretty Deadly deserve their title reign? Was their first one good?
They did put on some good matches, and they're very entertaining. They could get called up. I'll say that.
Okay, and they did have a Dark Show appearance or a house show.
That's
I don't remember if I think they wrestled.
Yeah. I think it's Chase U though, because you can do the breakup between the two on Chase U because the one guy's clearly playing Chase. So I think that's what you can do with the tag titles. And then New Day have done their job and brought some eyes to NXT.
True. And hopefully if they go back, maybe Big E will be healed up.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh, I got some. Well, I'll bring it up on Sunday too, but he's part of Wheel of Fortune's WWE week.
Oh yeah, him and I think Liv. Was it Liv? Somebody got oh no, it was Bailey.
Okay.
And I think Liv was also there, but yeah.
Nice. Let us know. I'm gonna read Noob's chats right here. Let us know what you think of the women's NXT title match. Do you have a question? Do you think a lot of indie wrestlers in NWA are ready to be on TV and compete in front of live fans? I don't. What about you, Eric?
I mean, obviously, what's her name? The champion, Camille. I think she, maybe with like a day of coaching, she'd be there. Like, give her a week of coaching from like NXT people. But other than that, no, I think they still need some work.
Yeah.
NWA hasn't really prepared them well.
No, I agree. I'm trying to find a slide. I'm going to say Roxanne holds on to this one. This one is kind of a throwaway match.
Yeah. I mean, any feud, I've been keeping up with on social media. Any feud that has like two friends in a triple threat match, neither friend can win.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. They were on Tuesday, so they're making two. So then they wrestled here on Wednesday night then.
Okay.
Good for them. NWA TV deal reels. That's a good one, Real King. Matt says Roxanne. You like the Renegades? They are pretty good when I'm seeing them. Roxanne's going to smash them and stack them like Roman and Roxanne. Perez is retaining because Toxic Attraction is probably going to break up. I do believe that. Here's a question for you, Eric. Do you like Saraya and Toni as heels?
Yeah. You know, Saraya can play a great heel, and I don't know. Did Toni ever play a heel in NXT? I think she did.
She did, I thought, or at least in a three-way match, I know maybe all three were just kind of like heelish to each other because it was for the belt.
I trust them as heels more than most people in AEW because they've been heels in WWE. Like they've been a heel on the bigger stage.
Yeah. I love Saraya online. She showed up on Wednesday and said, "Hey, you gonna watch tonight?" And she has a prison Mike from The Office shirt on. And God, I forgot the shitty site, but they have been going crazy lately and just making false accusations on Twitter about random people. What shitty wrestling site is it?
There's so many of them. Is it the one that made the accusation about Saudi Arabia saying that they're going to buy it? Not that same one.
I think it's a different one. I can't remember.
It's just so
but
many.
they go on like, yeah. They just went on like tangents in the last 2 weeks of like random shit. Like Tony Khan, one we call you about this, and like making up shit. But they basically had an article out saying Saraya secretly shading Dominic Mysterio because Prison Mike wears a purple bandana.
That is such a crazy leap to make. I wish there was some way that we as a community could just all agree, like, okay, this site has put nothing out but bullshit. Let's just ignore them from now on.
Yes.
It's anyone who works with them.
100% agree. Saraya going for that hot tag. And I don't know what I thought of Isaiah Cassidy moaning in Kenny's ear. Did you catch that, Eric?
I didn't, but that sounds weird written, but I can totally see them doing it. Like it sounds like something they would plan.
The only indie wrestler who's ready for TV is Natalia Markova because everyone on social media always called her the most unsigned free agent indie wrestling scene. And I'll say this, she knows how to work in front of a camera. That's like 50% of making it on the main roster.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are people there that if they're trained like in TV, then they could do it. But I don't think anyone's like, okay, get them on TV right now. Except maybe Camille, but that's like maybe.
So that is it. Did Saraya wrestle at all? Did I miss it?
She was in there for like, I'm gonna say less than 4 minutes total.
Okay. It's Becky and Billy match on Raw. Is Becky due for Mania? Maybe challenge an NXT Women's title. She's number one. I don't know what Becky's gonna do for Mania.
I feel like maybe she's too big for it. I know like that's the idea. You want to bring talent, bring eyes to NXT, but I don't know if they were willing to give the man to NXT.
Yeah. And ringside news. Thank you, noob. That's it. Good. You blocked them today. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Why are they spray painting L's on people? Just for loser? I mean, NWO is at least a thing.
Also, someone should tell Saraya she did the wrong hand.
That's all right. Adam Cole is up. Let's play some trivia now. Let's do it early, and then we'll talk. DC later.
Woo! Also, props to Zach for doing the stream. I forgot it was Friday. That's why I joined late. I forgot it was Rampage until I saw him send me the link. So thank you, Zach, for always being on it.
Thank you for joining. You always make it so much more fun.
Real King of Fighters.
I think I might be freezing out.
So they should be deleted. How are they even verified? If you have a wallet, if you have a credit card, you can be verified too.
All right, maybe we won't be doing trivia. It's not loading.
Anything can happen on a live
show. It's live, but that's all right. I got enough stuff planned here. Everything froze on me, so let me know if I'm still frozen.
Oh no, you're good now. You're all good.
Okay. Let me just try to get.
There might be a lag here, but.
All right, I'm going to try to get Rampage back up, and then we're just going to talk about DC. Okay. DC for the rest of the stream.
You are freezing in and out.
All right. Since you are here, you want to keep us up to date on what's going on with Rampage?
Sure thing.
Okay.
Right now, we're learning about Verizon business. We're learning that Verizon is the phone carrier to be with. But Zach, if you would forgive, if you allow me while you're dealing with your technical issues, would you mind if I introduce the third member, the man, the myth, the legend, the final boss himself, the man who, quite frankly, is the method to the madness? Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble drawing. Not Key, how's it going?
Are you ready? Total nonstop action wrestling Fridays is back,
gosh.
baby.
That's disgusting. The
All
first thing
three of
I
us are
gave you
here
the
for
introduction
the
of a
stream. Zach's live
lifetime.
stream. I'm crashing the party late.
Crashing the fucking live
intro
stream.
of a lifetime, and that's how you repay me.
Oh man, what a time! It's good to see Eric. It's good to see the boys.
I also want to point out the second he jumps in with this Impact shit, that's when my Rampage stream dies.
Man, how's everybody doing?
Good to have you on, Knock.
I seen everyone was here joining the party. I see the chat going crazy. I had to jump in for the fun, man. Thank you all for coming out.
For real. Thank you guys for watching.
All right. Am I lagging? Am I good?
You're lagging, but I mean, not horribly.
Okay. I'm going to add this to the stream, and we're just going to talk about DC. Hopefully this doesn't, fuck shit up.
Okay. I have a question. This might be poor timing because Zach might kick back in. But Knock, are you gonna watch the last?
You guys talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm just gonna mess around with this to see if
you called it.
Ready or Not Wrestling's asking, are you guys gonna watch The Last of Us this week? Are you guys gonna do another review this upcoming week?
Come on, bro. You already know.
Yes.
The greatest video game adaptation of all time. Elon Musk is talking about it. Jeff Bezos is talking about it. Eric, sell before you buy. Those two billionaires are on board. How the third billionaire joined?
Is it because they couldn't afford Xboxes, so they never played Halo? They don't understand the story, the mythos, the passion. They don't understand what it means to see the Master Chief.
Oh, man.
All right. Speaking of passion and someone in charge, James Gunn has laid it all out this week. He says that the first two chapters are set and they're not making up a long 8 to 10 year plan. Ben Affleck is reportedly going to direct. He's in talks. He will not be Batman again. Gal Gadot is set to be Wonder Woman if she wants, he says, but we'll find out that she will totally not be Wonder Woman based on one of their shows. Chapter 2 of the DCU is already planned out. So this is half of chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, that he talked about this week. And this dude said he was confused because Amanda Waller, who's getting her own series, is still part of it, but Robert Pattinson, the Joker, are Elseworlds. And nope, Flash resets many things, not all things. Some characters remain the same. Fucking Flash, man. And this is what they're going to crap out the rest of the year. Flash is next. That is the reset. He said Blue Beetle exists in its own thing, but is still like part of their new thing. And then Aquaman, yeah, that's just kind of out of the way here. So this is the setup here, what's going to be for Gods and Monsters next 2 years. I don't think this timeline is 100% right, but this is what's going to be released over the next.
Just real quick. Yeah, I was gonna say, you might want to check your audio. I can hear you, but for some reason, if you can't hear any of us, let us know in the chat.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave the show to you guys. I am going to kind of dip out for a second.
Okay. All right. Well, Knock, you still there, right?
Yo, guys, can you hear me and Eric?
Yeah, let us know. Can you hear us?
Your boys.
I don't know why I didn't just type that out, but
I hope we didn't hijack Zach's show.
I
the show's being taken over by the final boss.
Exactly.
And Eric.
How
you feel about this DC news?
So I'm kind of iffy about it because for one, we've been saying for years that DC just needs to take their time and actually do like what Marvel did, like build a universe. So this is good that they're planning, but I'm iffy on it because James Gunn's been saying like he's backing Ezra Miller.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
needs to
know.
pump the brakes. Bump me with all that Ezra Miller talk, man. I don't like the guy as the Flash. Period. Not even talking about him as a person. Him as the Flash is one of the worst interpretations I've ever seen. I think someone gave him the script to Spider-Man. I don't know if he's reading, think he's Peter Parker, but that's not how you play the Flash. The Flash is a confident. He's a cocky dude, man. He's the fastest person in the world, man. He's gonna talk his talk, and I'm not getting that from Ezra Miller, especially the Barry Allen part.
No, and I mean, and I will say this: the weird thing about Barry Allen as a character is, if you read the original comics, Barry Allen isn't that interesting. Isn't have that much personality. It's Wally West that everybody likes.
Yeah.
But you could tell they legit did try to just rip off Peter Parker, like you said. That was their goal.
And the Barry Allen I recognized was Grant Gustin on the CW. For the first few seasons. The last few seasons they lost me, but the first few seasons he was on fire. Good show at the time. I'm excited for DC because now they finally have like a plan. There's a layout of a plan. I can see it. I can follow through with it. Let's see how it happens. The Brave and the Bold is going to be exciting because for the longest time, since I fell in love with Batman, the whole lineage, the lore of Batman, I've been waiting for them to do the Bat family on screen. So with the Batman Brave and the Bold, we're getting Damian Wayne. We're getting the entire lineage. So I'm excited for that. I just hope they please do it correctly.
You know, the only thing that irks me about the Brave and the Bold is it's literally the name, because the Brave and the Bold is supposed to be Batman with other heroes. Like that's the idea. It's a team up of. I'm excited to see. I mean, I'm not a big Damian Wayne fan because I don't know. I just really like I like Dick, Jason, and
Todd.
No, Dick, Jason, and Rick. No, what's his name?
No. Oh wow, it's Jason
Tim,
Todd, Dick
Tim
Grayson,
Drake.
Tim Drake. Yes. The Red
Robin. I never really fell for Damian except in the animated movies. But we'll see where it goes. I knew you were gonna catch that, Zach. I knew you were gonna catch that, and I was hoping you forget that.
I like Damian though, like his whole like being Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul's your grandfather, Batman's your father. Like I like the idea.
Yeah, it is definitely interesting, and maybe they'll do him and what's his name, John Kent or John Clark. I forgot his name. Yeah, John Kent.
Get Show jumping in the chat. This should be good. What's up, man? How you doing?
Let's see. Also, if you're watching Rampage, it is the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels versus Roosh.
Yes, former TNA champion, tag team champion, X-Division champion Christopher Daniels versus
Don't bring up people's mistakes.
Come on, man.
Is this the lineup they're going with, Zach, for the movie? We're gonna see Animal Man and Mr. Terrific. Oh, they're teased. Okay.
I'd like projects are teased. Yeah. It'd be cool to see Mr. Terrific on there. I don't know too much about Animal Man, I'll say that. But Wonder Woman, the way he described that Wonder Woman movie, be like Themyscira meets Game of Thrones. It's gonna be a lot of crazy stuff going down, which should be, I guess, interesting.
Okay. Going by this, I'm really glad Viola Davis is still going to be Waller. I thought she was great. I don't know anyone who could complain about that.
No, she was great. Viola, she's Oscar winner. She's amazing, and she literally looks the part.
Yes.
When I look at this, man, Superman Legacy pops out to me. I'm really hoping to get it right. No more Henry Cavill. So whoever they cast next, hopefully they bring something. I seen some pictures earlier. I hope it's not true, but find the right Superman. Brave and the Bold, I'm excited for, and then of course the Lanterns. Eric, did you catch the Green Lanterns animated show they had that came out the same time as Young Justice originally?
You mean the CG one, right?
The CG one, yeah.
Yes. Did you know that they continue the storyline in Young Justice? Young Justice.
See, I did not know that, and that is beautiful because that Lantern show lasted for maybe one season, maybe two, but that show was so good. And they dove so much more into all the different colors on the spectrum, and it was just really cool to see them in action.
Right. Out of all these, which one do you think is going to be the big money maker? Like, what's going to be the draw?
Ooh, if they get it right, I see the Brave and the Bold. I mean, you can't go wrong with Batman, and like to see the entire Bat family on screen, if done right, I think you can't miss that.
I'm I'm gonna put my money on Booster Gold because
It's a hidden gem.
I don't understand Booster Gold. For one, I don't know what his powers are. I know he's from the future, but
did you see him in the not Chris Pratt, the what's it called? Justice League animated series?
That's where I know him from.
Yeah,
like,
that's all I know from him as well.
Yeah, but that has to be a comedy. I see that being like their Shazam, a comedy that hits and people are gonna like and want more of.
I think so too. I see it being like a Shazam. I see it being like they're kind of lighthearted, like Guardians of the Galaxy type adventure.
Exactly.
If you guys watch CW verse, I don't know if they ever like confirmed it or not, but the character in DC's Legends of Tomorrow, the first like captain of the ship, I forget his name
Hunter?
right now. Hunter. But he was Booster Gold's father.
Oh.
Yeah.
Played by the guy who plays Arthur. Not Arthur. He's in Doctor Who.
He looks like a Doctor Who type of guy, man. That makes sense.
It's the complete opposite of his character. Like his character is like the Ron Weasley of the group.
Okay. But yeah, I'm glad we have a pattern, a roadmap instead of just fuck it. We're just gonna go out and guess and see what happens.
Exactly. I don't understand James Gunn's plan because a lot of stuff he comes out with, it just seems like he doesn't care about what the internet says.
Yeah,
he's really dead set on his idea, but to not want to revive or keep going with Batgirl,
I think it's a mistake.
And to push forward with the Flash, and he's saying that it's the best movie he's ever seen. I don't know. There's a lot of red flags going in here.
Yeah. Listen, if we go 5 to 10 years down the road, and it turns out all these were hits, and he was right, or even not all of them, but a few of them were hits, and for the most part he was right. I'll be like, all right, I get why he was brash about it, but if he's wrong, he's gonna get killed, man. He's gonna get destroyed.
So here's my question for you and Zach. Zach, you could type in the chat as Christopher Daniels gets slapped with money.
That's so wrong.
Do you guys think so? If DC succeeds and they get their own level, like almost as high as the MCU, does this have any effect on cinema as a whole? Like, because Martin Scorsese says that Marvel films are like roller coaster rides. He doesn't see them as real cinema. So can cinema handle another one of those, another roller coaster ride?
I'll say yes, and I kind of get where he's coming from because he doesn't get comics. He doesn't really get like the story. So if from an outsider looking in, I can see this be like, why do people watch this? Why does this work? But comic book movies, you have a hardcore fan base, which you get it right with those people. What Marvel's doing, and now you're bringing all these newcomers in. Of course, you got to make $1 billion. Of course, it's gonna be a hit. And so keep going because there's so much more they haven't even touched. We've had Marvel since 2008 with Iron Man. Technically 2007 with the Hulk, and I still feel like we haven't got to like the thick of like the stories yet. So you have all these hardcore fans going to keep following you for at least another 10, 15 more years of storytelling. So, and if DC gets it right and brings back that fan base, come on.
Shout out to Real King of Fighters. I want to know, when you picked this name, did you know that I was knocking my tag team name? I'm curious, but he says he wants to see Booster Gold and Static Shock. If they do it's surprising. Is Static Shock on this plan? Is he?
I doubt it. Because the inside information, I don't think they can use Static Shock. Trust me, I miss it, man. He was supposed to come back like years ago, but I don't think it's possible.
Zach saying that he thinks that cinema can handle another behemoth like that. It's up to studios to advertise films and do wider distribution with smaller films. I will say we've been talking about DC back on Rampage. This is actually a really good match. Christopher Daniels doing pretty good for someone who, unless he wrestles on Dark, I don't think he's wrestled in a while.
I think he's been doing a lot of dark matches and a lot of just indie matches. He's a tag team. I don't know if they're still champions, but he was tag team champion with Swerve.
On like an indie promotion
show.
or
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I actually wish I knew that. I would watch that.
Yeah, I think it's a Seattle-based one.
But definitely be sure to hit the bell icon, subscribe, because Sunday you're getting episode 144 off the heels of our Royal Rumble episode.
Yes, sir.
I think it almost hit 1,000. Thank you guys for watching. That was absolute fun thing to do. I walked out with the win predictions wise. I won the men's Royal Rumble because the EVP has to work for the CEO.
Oh man, it's criminal because like I missed 1 week because I thought the Rumble show we did would pass as the episode. These guys jump on last minute and almost hit 1K. I thought I was gonna get my walking papers the next day, man. It's crazy. I see how the support goes.
For real, thank you guys so much for checking that out. We honestly, Zach and I were like, screw it, let's just do it like something easy. We didn't even have a plan. I found the tier list at the last second, and you guys showed up for it, and it was tons of fun.
Oh man, they are doing tier lists on the show without your boy. It's crazy. Go ahead and review bomb that one like X-Men.
Absolutely not. You know why they're not going to? Because Zach made the smartest choice. You guys can't hear him because he's not on the stream, but I can. Zach, he put John Cena match in the B column, but right now in my ear, what's that, Zach? He's saying it should have been S class. He's saying it should have been the greatest of all time. That's right, Zach. I agree. I agree.
Craziness.
With that, Roosh gets the pin and the win.
We all knew this was coming. It's so. This is where the booking gets a little predictable. So Roosh finally be on TV after months off TV. Gets a victory to build him for his match next week against Danielson. We know he's losing that one. Right. But glad to see him on TV again, finally.
Agreed. With that was the Rampage stream. I'm sorry that we're not the people you started out with. I don't know, Zach, if you want to try and give a goodbye. If you want to,
I don't think they had one of their bingo cards.
Exactly. Hey, that's right. From Slimmy her to thank you guys for watching so much. Again, join us this Sunday. Keep any final words.
Join us this Sunday, man. Podcast coming back, and keep tuning in every Friday for Zach's live streams. We got Zach Shorts, we got Eric Shorts on the channel. Check us out, man. And thank you guys.
That's right. Also, hang on. Zach is saying to join us next Sunday because he is going to formally announce his love for John Cena. He's saying that the Cena Nation is the only nation.
Not on his show.
Double thumbs up for Cena. Okay, I like it. Thank you all for joining us. Have a great one. Be safe.
Peace out.